Hello, this is Nitro, and today I am playing Forza Horizon 5, the Eliminator game mode. The Eliminator is when like 60 players, sometimes 45 to 60 players, they all compete in like this battle royale where you collect card drops, you head-to-head players, and then eventually there's a final race where everybody races to one point, and it decides who is the Eliminator. Alright, so first you start in a Volkswagen Beetle, if you don't know this already. And you find a halfway decent car and hope you don't head-to-head anybody yet. You don't want to start head-to-heading other players till you've gotten at least a halfway. Okay, this is a halfway decent car if I can get to it. This car has no acceleration. It's just, this is pathetic actually. Alright, here we go. The Mini. This car is halfway decent, so if we can find a Volkswagen, we'll be set. But first I want to check this other car drop. Okay, so when you get a car drop that's the same as yours, you should claim it anyway, just so nobody else can. Unless you don't like that car. We want to head-to-head this guy. He's trying to... Ooh, he's being a sly little devil. Alright, we got him. And it's going to send us in the complete opposite direction. You got to be careful. So usually it'll send you to the opposite side of the arena. So if you're right near one wall, you should aim yourself in the general direction of the other wall, which I didn't do. But we basically have this one in the bag since that's only the Volkswagen. And they're pretty easy to deal with. Alright, so now that when you're climbing mountains like this, I personally do it. I don't know if it's a good tactic or not. But hitting the brakes right before a jump can sometimes give you less air time and give you more ground time. But I'm not sure it's actually helpful, so don't take it as a necessary strategy. This is actually the first video on my channel that I will be commentating, hopefully. And hopefully we'll be doing more commentary videos like this as time goes on. I'm trying to upload like every other day, so hopefully that will help us get to at least 100 subscribers, because that'd be helpful. Alright, and so this car is now going to switch to, we're going to switch to a tier 6, I believe, or are we in a tier 4? Tier 5. Okay, so there's tier 7s all around. They're going to try to catch me, so we need to get out of here. Okay, they're all locked in. We're good. We're safe from them. So if you're head-to-heading another player, they can't head-to-head you, and vice versa. So we're technically 100% safe as long as nobody that isn't in a head-to-head race comes along. Let's see what tier is this dude. Oh, he's in the Mini. We got him. We might have him. Oh, I hope that guy's not bigger than me. Let's just get to the Mini guy, because I know I can beat him. Oh no, somebody else. Who's that somebody else? We need to just get the Mini. Yes, we got him. Oh good, and we're facing the right direction, good. At the start of a race, if you're facing the wrong direction, that can sometimes mean defeat. But we might be defeated early, because this guy got a decent start too. Alright, so I'm going to focus here, but I think I can still talk. Skill chains are fun to get, but you don't want to let them distract you from the actual race. So I don't usually pay attention to them. I kind of wish, I mean, they let you hide it, but I just wish they didn't really, I mean, I wish the skill chain thing was kind of its own league. Like, you could, like, pay to start a skill chain, and then pay to collect your rewards or something from a real good skill chain, or something like that, to make it more of a set thing. That's just my opinion. I don't even think that's that good an opinion myself. Alright, so we beat this guy. So now we can finally get, in what we deserve, a tier 6. Now I don't know how to pronounce this, but this car is halfway decent. Not the best at all. But it's, okay, so is this within, okay, we should be within the arena when, oh no, I hope this guy chasing me isn't. Okay, let's hope this guy isn't. This is just nasty. Now, I didn't check the notification, but like sometimes you can check the notification to see what car they picked up. Okay, he challenged me, but he's in a tier. What's wrong with the? Why isn't it? This is just, that's frustrating how it won't accelerate sometimes like that. I guess it was because we were on an incline trying to shift gears or whatever. I don't know. Sure. Okay, this guy has a way better thing. We have to get out of the festival site. The indestructible structures can be very annoying. Like, what do you know, we're using a dune buggy or whatever for the dunes, so at least that checks out. Okay, so this guy beat us. Oh, did he? Okay, he didn't. So I'm going to cut to the next race. See you there. Alright, attempt number 2. So this is going to be attempt number 2. I'm hoping we can win at least one for this episode, but it depends on just how you do. It's very chance based. It's not just one of those like raw skill competitions, the Eliminator. It's not raw skill, but there are ways you can win or ways you can lose. Alright, let's roll. So first off, we want to find, yeah, I've gone through the whole thing with you, but let's just find our first car drop. Alright, so now we are going to, oh no, this is, alright, so we're going to try to, okay, we're going to try to find a car drop and then head to the center, and maybe head to head someone, I don't know, we'll see, we shall see. Okay, I think I see a car drop over there. We'll have to go and get it. Alright, so this is getting really annoying, but in Forza, the way the night air looks, I always think there's a car drop. Like, the way that pink looks against the dark night air, I always think there's a car drop when there isn't. It's kind of annoying. So, we're just gonna hope we can find a car drop before anybody tries to head us, because I'm not seeing any now. And by the looks of the notifications, I don't think anybody else. Oh, let's hope we can. Ah, yes, he's a Volkswagen. Okay, so since he's a Volkswagen, if I have any faith in my skills, we can beat him. And when you get locked in on like a head-to-head, it means nobody else can head-to-head you. I think I've mentioned that, but yeah. Oh no, he's gonna be heading for that car drop. Oh yes, but he derailed. He derailed. All right, let's hope we can get to him. Yes, 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 yes. Oh no, he's gonna get. Yeah, he got the head start. He's got the head start, but I don't think he's that good a driver. Yeah, I don't think he is. I think we can win this. We have a chance. One thing about head-to-heading this early, it can either mean that you make it a good way into the Eliminator, or it means you die early, and I don't want to die early. Because in order to get you all good content, you have to stay in for at least like 5 minutes. I think last Eliminator, it took like 6 minutes maybe, so that was pretty good. If we can just fit a few of these into like a 30-minute, 25-minute, 30-minute episode, that would be perfect.
In 400 yards, turn right.
Oh, if you haven't already, I probably mentioned this, but it's always helpful if you subscribe to a small channel like this, so any little bit helps. It's kind of your way of donating. If you don't want to donate real life money, which I don't think you can yet, but if you wanted to donate real life money, it's just as helpful to subscribe. Okay, that car is a tier 5, so I literally don't care about this one. In fact, I'm just gonna cancel it. There, claim this one, claim this one. Yes, we got it. A tier 5. So we just won a single head-to-head. I don't know why it shows that every now and then. I think it's a glitch or something that like puts you outside the zone for like a split second. Is that a Volkswagen? If that's a Volkswagen. This car is not my favorite. It looks epic and it's like one of the, not cover cars, but one of the main cars of the game. But I just don't like it. No offense to anybody that likes it. I don't. This car I don't really like either, but it does have better. It does work out better. It's probably my least favorite dune buggy in Forza. Like, I prefer all the other ones they got. If this is even classified as a dune buggy, I don't know what this would count as, because like, I guess it could be a dune buggy. I don't know. If there's any nerds out there that really know what they're talking about and they want to tell me what in the world this is, feel free to comment. Feel absolutely free to comment, and I'll try to reply to absolutely everyone. And if the video quality or audio quality is bad, just remember that any little bit of support can help fix that. I never thought of myself as one to beg for support, but once you start content creation, then you just can't stop. Alright, so let's see about taking out this guy. One thing about the Eliminator, you should always keep your vehicle's momentum, because once you come to complete halt, it's kind of hard to start again. Okay, what tier is this car? Ah! No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No. It's like when you see that creeper in your front yard, you just like, no. God, get out of here. I do not, no. No, I'm not facing a tier 10. No. No. I hope you find it amusing, because I think it's a little bit funny. Like, we'll just be chill 1 minute, and something bad will happen, and it'll just throw me off. Oh no, come on. Why did he have to? Hey, why is he chasing me? No. He could have his pick of any other human being on the world. On the face of the earth, he could have any lower tier car ever. You see that car drop's decent? Even if it isn't, it's still kind of like, nah, it's not. Yes, he broke off. He broke off. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm just out of here. I'm not even looking back. I'm not going back. Yeah, I can't deal with that. We cannot deal with that. We're not set to... Alright, so we've been going for 8 minutes now, so... This is... I mean, some people, I feel like everybody kinda, to a certain degree, I mean, you look at what place you get, but I kinda just think, how much content can you get out of one round? Because, like, if I can play for 10 whole minutes and survive that long without breaking in between, I feel like that makes it more fun to watch. Because, like, if I died every 2 minutes, or if I won every 2 minutes, if that was possible, it wouldn't be as fun. Please hope this car... yeah, he's a camper. He's a camper. He's a good camper at that. He was camping very strategically, because he was facing away from the nearest wall. Oh no, I'm not on my best tree dodging game this time. So, oh good, he hit a few trees. Good. Yeah, I guess camping wouldn't be smart in this area. Forget what I just said about camping in a decent... I mean, unless you're a good tree dodger, which I... Deep breaths, deep breaths. No, you're not getting a reaction out of me. No. No, siree, no reactions, no reactions. You're not getting raging. No, this is not... No, I am not gonna rage. I'm not... Okay, good. We're back on course. This is really annoying. If I die this way, to a tier 4, because I hit... I don't really like this vehicle at all. Well, I'll see you next round. That's attempt number 2. Alright, we're back. Attempt number 3, the Eliminator, Forza Horizon 5. There's no time in between these cuts for you, but there's a little breather for me. So we've got 2 attempts. I think they weren't horrible, but misfortune caught up to us every time, so I guess so. I'm hoping to play a new game that came out for the Game Pass that I've been wanting for quite a while, but I didn't feel like paying for. Hot Wheels Unleashed. We might be doing a series on that. My first time playing it. That might be fun. I could also perhaps showcase... I think that that game has a course creator of sorts. So if I do end up doing a series on it, we might do something where like you can comment your share code and I'll play all your homemade creations, as long as they're not crazy or, you know, really mundane. But we might do something like that, because I've seen a lot of content creators, what they'll do is they'll take their viewers' courses and they'll just play them. So if you would like to comment whatever kind of share code there is on one of my Hot Wheels Unleashed videos, if I make them, if you'd like to comment a course you've created, then feel free to do so. Alright, we're gonna head... we're facing the wrong way. We're facing the wrong way. Oh, this could mean our... this might be a lost attempt. Now, I don't think... I mean, other people, they'll do highlight reels, but I feel like keeping my losses in is just nice, because then you get my reactions to wins and losses. That guy looks like he's just... I mean, I hate to use the word, but he's basically committing suicide in the game. I mean, I know that's not one of the best words to be using, but that's what he's doing, basically. I guess it's because he knows he met his match, and he doesn't want to suffer any more than he has to. And if you're watching this, thank you so much, because you're literally one of the few people. I feel like the probability that any human being on Earth has watched my video is literally 0. except
400
for,
yards. Turn
you know,
right.
the default people that watch your videos. You know, the people that are those 2 subscribers I have right now.
Turn right.
That's literally like the only people in the world that have seen my videos, I think. So if you're watching this, you can be one of my first subscribers while I'm still small. You can say that you've watched Nitro Fueled 505 since he had just started. The next Mr. Beast, the next PewDiePie, whatever. You can say that you were his 3rd subscriber, and technically 1st. Oh, and I think what I'm gonna do is, unless your name's like inappropriate or something, I'm going to do a shout out for the first comment on my video that isn't from those default subscribers that you know about. So the first comment on the video, I'm going to try to do a shout out in my next episode. And we'll do shout outs. I mean, I feel like it'd be fine even if you asked for a shout out. I could still give you one because, like, how much work is it to give shout outs for the 2 people watching? And the 2 people watching are probably going to be the only 2 people that actually hear the shout out. So, I mean, if you want a shout out, I'm willing to quickly say your name at the start or finish of a video. That's fine. Anyway, we've been in this for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, no. I had a bad experience. Did I record it? I don't know if I recorded it or not. I don't think I did, but, I had a very bad experience today with the wall, as we know it, and I was actually in the city area when the incident happened. I basically wasted all of my outside the arena time just messing around in the city trying to get out from behind the wall. So I don't think the wall between I think we need to take down these Mexican walls. It makes racing in Forza way too hard. I mean, you can't argue with it, whether you're on one political side or the other. We need these walls down because it's making Forza racing a lot harder. We got this stinking circle just walling everybody inside Mexico. We can't escape from the Eliminator. That might be a bit inappropriate, especially since I'm not like ancient yet. I mean, not like that old and wise owl that can tell you everything that's ever happened in politics, but I mean, that was just kind of some humor. I don't think it was. I'm starting to regret saying it. The way I am going to run this channel and the way I think everybody should be, you have to respect that everybody does have an opinion, and that, but you also have to respect that everybody could possibly disagree with your opinion. You have to accept that there are people that disagree with you, and there are people that you have to respect their decisions even though you don't like them. So if I offend you, I hope you can accept that, and if you offend me, I'll try to accept that too. That's the way everybody should work. Especially on stuff like this where social media, it's like a lot easier to misunderstand somebody when you're not in person talking to them. So you have to be especially long-suffering when you're online. Let's hope this guy's lowered here. Yes. Oh, he's locked in. Never mind. Sorry about that. As far as live streaming goes, we probably won't be doing much of that because I don't think my computer can handle it. Right now, I'm playing on my Xbox Series S because my computer can't handle recording and playing at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll record my videos on the Xbox. That way my computer only has to record, it doesn't have to actually do anything else. And I mean, I'm sorry about the video quality, but none of that is really going to get fixed till I get monetized, so please subscribe. Alright, we're 8 minutes in, so let's see. This should be the last race of the episode then. Oh, we're outside the wall. I'm doing halfway decent. I mean, I have a decent vehicle and I feel like I could win against maybe a tier 8, maybe. I'm not the best. I've seen a lot of good people on YouTube that, I mean, they do highlight reels, but still. Shout out to the guy named Dung. He is my inspiration for making Forza Eliminator videos. He does highlight reels with no commentary, but please don't go to his channel because, like, I need y'all here, but if you want to check him out, you can. I have no communications with him or anything, so I can shout him out, but I can't necessarily recommend him or affiliate with him. I just know that I saw one of his videos, I thought they were neat, so that's the only reason I'm really mentioning him. But I have no affiliation with him. Anyway, do you prefer controller or wheel? I feel like that'd be a nice little question to ask. Which do you prefer, controller or wheel? I'm gonna say, even though I've never had a wheel, I kind of enjoy the fact that the analog stick on a controller can go from completely left to completely right, but then the steering wheel gradualizes or whatever. It's kind of nice that you don't have to do much extra locomotion, I think it is, something like that. You don't have to move as much to put in a ton of feedback.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So I kind of like that about an analog stick. Now, as far as manual gear shifting goes, I am no good at that. I feel like it takes too much of my focus away from what I'm actually doing. But if I did do that, I mean, basically props to anybody that can manually gear shift, because I don't understand how that's possible. I tried it once or twice in that game called Grid. EA plays Forza Motorsport, I think it is. It's basically, it's made by, I don't know who it's made by. Anyway, but Grid is kind of a nice alternative to games like Forza Motorsport. Very nice, realistic driving experience. What's your favorite and least favorite racing games? I know my favorite is probably this game, and my least favorite is probably F1, any of the F1s, because the thing about Formula 1 is there's so many rules, and I feel like it's hard to follow those rules within a video game. If you like turn on, or if they have those assists, but like if they could have a system where you could turn on assists, it would take a little bit away from it. It'd be nice if they could automatically assist you so you never break a rule. But it can get kind of ridiculous when, like, just because you accelerated too fast or you touched another person's car or whatever, you're getting points off. And then same thing kind of applies when you're building a Formula 1 car, but that doesn't apply to the game. Like, that sport is heavily moderated. Facing the right direction. That is a little bit troubling. Not troubling. Why did I pick that word? It's a little bit upsetting, frustrating. I hope to go out with a bang. We got 12 minutes alive in this one. I kind of wanted to make it to at least the final race this episode, but it looks like we have lost. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like, subscribe, do the thing, ring the bell, all that business. I've been Nitro Fueled, and I will see you in the next video.